Hey DIYers, Jarrett with Alarm Grid here. Today we're going to be discussing why you're not receiving flood notifications from your Honeywell Lyric system within Apple HomeKit. Now the reason why you're not receiving those flood notifications from your Honeywell Lyric in HomeKit is because any type of flood zone or flood sensor is programmed as a 24-hour auxiliary response type. Unfortunately, Apple HomeKit doesn't support the option to be able to send you a descriptive notification for that type of response type or even flood sensors in general, because Apple HomeKit can only support certain response types to send you a descriptive notification. The response types that it does support is entry exit 1, entry exit 2, perimeter, interior follower, and interior with delay. Now, flood zones are normally programmed as a 24-hour auxiliary response type because you definitely want to make sure that if that sensor were to be tripped or there is a flood or anything, you want it to immediately notify your Honeywell Lyric system instead of having it set up as an entry exit or anything like that. So now 24-hour auxiliary response types, they do automatically set off an audible alarm on the Honeywell Lyric system, but because Apple HomeKit doesn't support the option to give you or send you a descriptive notification for that type of response type, it's going to show up as a general Lyric system alarm. Now, the general Lyric system alarm will at least let you know that the alarm has been tripped, but it's not going to tell you exactly what zone or what sensor tripped the alarm. Now, there is something you definitely want to keep in mind if you do have a flood sensor programmed in your Honeywell Lyric system. You at least want to let your monitoring station know that that specific zone is programmed as a flood sensor, so that they know that that is a flood sensor, setting off the alarm. If not, they could possibly get it confused with the medical alert. So definitely want to keep that in mind whenever using a flood sensor with the Lyric system. Now, if you did want to set up the general Lyric system alerts within Apple HomeKit, you are able to do so within HomeKit itself. You do have to set up the notifications in order to be receiving the notifications. Normally, when you do set up HomeKit, it's not automatically set up, so you do have to go in there and set that up. So to do so, what you want to do is open Apple HomeKit. And then you'll see default room Lyric. So normally the general Lyric system alerts are basically all grouped up within that category. So if you did want to enable the notifications, what you're going to do is you're going to tap edit in the top right. Then you're going to tap default room Lyric. And then you'll see all these options right here. So what you're going to be looking for is actually status and notifications. And you'll see include in status and allow notifications. So if you did want to receive the notifications, you need to make sure that both of these are enabled. Once you have enabled them, then you should be able to receive the notifications. And then if you did want to have other people receive the notifications as well, then you just tap on people. You have those options right there. And then if you wanted to receive notifications at a certain time or anything like that, you're going to tap on time. Now, for general Lyric system alerts, I would not suggest choosing a specific time to receive these notifications because it is very important. So, but once you have configured the settings the way you want to, what you're going to do is hit the back arrow, and then you're going to tap done. And then to completely be done, you're just going to tap done again. And you have now set up the general Lyric system alerts within Apple HomeKit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to trip this sensor so that it will set off the alarm for the Honeywell Lyric system. Now, just to basically remind you, we do have this sensor programmed as a 24-hour auxiliary so that it basically mimics a flood zone. So once I trip the sensor, it'll set off the alarm, and you'll be able to see the notifications that do pop up.
Alarm. Back door. Water overflow. ready to arm. Check a zone. Disarmed, ready to arm. Time.
So as you can see, now we have the notifications from HomeKit and Total Connect 2.0. Once I tap on HomeKit, you'll see that the default room lyric was triggered and it was disarmed. Again, it's not telling you that there is or there was a flood zone that basically tripped the alarm. You're getting that general lyric system alert. Now, when you open up Total Connect 2.0, you'll see that your alarm is sounding. The backdoor flood sensor alarm has been reported. You have alarm has been canceled after I have disarmed the system, and then you'll see that the backdoor flood sensor was disarmed or cleared. So as you can see, HomeKit or Total Connect 2.0 has more of a descriptive notification when that flood sensor is tripped, compared to HomeKit, which just basically gives you a general lyric system alarm. Now, I also did receive a text message notification from Apple HomeKit Total Connect 2.0 as well. And it does give me a description as well. It does show that, or it tells me that the Lyric Sensor 7 backdoor flood sensor has been triggered, and it does tell me that the Lyric Sensor 7 backdoor flood sensor has been cleared and disarmed as well. So it does give me a text message notification letting me know exactly what is going on. It tells me what zone and what sensor did set off the alarm. And that is why you are not receiving flood notifications from the Honeywell Lyric system in Apple HomeKit. If you have any questions about the Honeywell Lyric or alarm systems in general, please contact us at support@alarmgrid.com or go to our website, alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. If you want notifications of future videos, please click the bell icon. This is Jarrett with Alarm Grid. Have yourself a great day.